Welcome to Roam the Region. Today's Friday, October 30th, one day away from Halloween.
Yay!
What's your costume?
Oh.
Did you get one?
No, I don't have one.
Oh, neither. I don't have one either. I'm just going to be mom.
I'm going to be a devil.
A devil?
Yeah.
I told my kids I'm just going to be a mom, and they said you're that every day. So maybe I'll have to, I don't know. I'll have to find something because my kids are excited about tomorrow. It's not going to be the same. And there are, just not the same all the way around, but there are some fun activities happening this weekend. So we'll learn a little bit more about that a little later in the show. Just wanted to let you know that this past Tuesday, we had our first ribbon cutting since, I don't even know, since February or March of this year. So it was a very nice ribbon cutting. It was well attended. It was for Jerry Wright. She is a real estate attorney. Her office is located just down the street here on Center Street. And it was really nice way of celebrating. Everyone had to wear a mask. And a lot of real estate agents, local ones, came to support. So we did it outside, and the immediate family from Jerry, they didn't have to wear a mask, but everybody else did for the cutting, and it was great. And our board member, Kevin Krasnowski, just want to say a big thank you for him. We're grateful for what he does. He brought his camera, took the video for me, so I didn't have to do any of that. I think he was rubbing it a little bit, though, because he compared a photo that I took from a previous ribbon cutting to his. And I said, Why are you comparing? But you can't compare when it's a great camera and when you have the technique to be able to do that. So thank you, Kevin.
We need to fix our cameras.
We do. We need to fix our camera. But Kevin did that. And so if you wanted to take a look at the ribbon cutting video, it's on our website. If you are a new member and you just opened up, or you're opening up soon, I know we have a few businesses moving in, contact the chamber. It's part of your membership. We'll do your ribbon cutting celebration. If you're celebrating an anniversary as well, let us know. We could do fun things like cut a cake or pop some champagne to celebrate. We'll do whatever we think will help fit your business. So let us know. Coming up is Small Business Saturday. Yay. Shop Small. This is one of our props from last year. We dug it out because a lot of our small businesses are starting to think about their promotion for Shop Small, Small Business Saturday on November 28th. So if you are a member of our chamber, we have a special promotion going out from Lewiston Digital and Kevin Krasnowski. They are two of our board members who have all the experience with cameras and video production and things of that nature. They will come to your business and do a highlight for you. There is a cost involved. Contact the chamber for more information, but we're excited about Small Business Saturday. It's not going to look the same this year, but we need you to get out and support our small businesses. And then what do I have here?
Well, Jennifer was working very hard today in the office.
It took me literally 5 minutes.
Turned my back. She was gone for an hour and a half.
What's that?
Working real hard.
It's 5 minutes. Look, I made an eighth note in a pumpkin. So starting from yesterday, we had one dropped off last night, but it was raining and cold and dreary. So I know there are some more being dropped off today. We want 30 pumpkins at Hennepin Park. I carved mine. It did take me 5 minutes, literally 5 minutes. Suzanne says, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm carving a pumpkin."
She's going to make us some pumpkin seeds now.
I know there's some still left in there, but bring your pumpkin to Hennepin Park anytime this weekend. Before nightfall, at some point, we will put a battery operated candle in it. So just leave your pumpkin there, place it somewhere on the grounds. We'd like to fill up the gazebo first, and it'll be on display all weekend. We'll even throw it away for you on Sunday. So we hope to have a really nice community display. There's not a ton of trick-or-treaters out this weekend due to some of the things going on with guidelines, and just people want to be safe. So this is a great way to get your children dressed up and maybe go on the scavenger hunt earlier that we're going to learn about just a few minutes, and then come, and when it's dark out, take a look at our pumpkin spectacular at Hennepin Park. We hope to grow this in the next couple of years. Speaking of this weekend, do you know what is happening on Sunday? Well, when you're asleep, when you wake up, what happens?
Oh, the clock's changed
We
tonight.
get an
or
hour.
This weekend.
That's this
an extra
weekend.
hour of
We
sleep.
get an hour. What are you going to do with that hour?
I'm sleeping in.
I'm probably.
Don't call me.
I'll probably do the dishes, something boring like that. Who knows? Well, we're excited about this weekend. It's Halloween tomorrow, and normally our businesses would have been doing some great things with trick or treat on Center Street and all kinds of holiday things. Fortunately, that wasn't happening this year, but we're going to bring in Brendan from our Village of Lewiston Recreation Department. Thank you for joining us today. And tell us about what's going on tomorrow on Saturday in the Village of Lewiston.
First, thank you both for having me on today. Really excited to talk about the program that we have going on this weekend. So on Saturday, October 31st, we are going to host our first Halloween scavenger hunt. And so typically in the past, we've always hosted the Halloween party inside the Red Brick Gym on the evening of trick-or-treating. It's always been from 6 to 8 p.m. in the past. And due to the guidelines, I mean, we have hundreds of people that filter in and out of the gymnasium. So that certainly wasn't an option this year with all the COVID regulations. So this year we switched it up, and we were taking a look at the CDC guidelines. And one of the events that they allow for this trick-or-treating season is scavenger hunt. So we thought this would be a perfect time for us to utilize that model or that kind of program. And so I've been overwhelmed with the response that we've had both through our social media as well as through our pre-registration process. And so what we're trying to do to spread things out as much as possible is we notified all of our participants that it's going to take place from 2 to 4 p.m. On Saturday, and that their start times at 2, 2:30, 3, and 3:30. So that way folks can come in whenever they'd like to start the scavenger hunt. They can start the scavenger hunt at their own pace, and each individual will receive prizes at the end if they complete the scavenger hunt. At each one of the scavenger sites, which are located all throughout Center Street, all up and down, all the way to Academy Park, back right down to the Recreation Center at the Red Brick Municipal Building. There'll be treats at each one of the sites for the participants, but once they come back, they'll get a larger treat for completing the process there. As a part of the program, we are really excited to offer the Salem Sisters, who will be performing throughout the event from 2 to 4 p.m. But the reason why we broke down those segments of starting at 2, 2:30, 3, and 3:30 is that we're going to have this, the Salem Sisters performing at 2:30, 3, and then at 3:30. So when people are wrapping up, getting back, because it's going to take about half an hour to complete the scavenger hunt and return back to the Red Brick Municipal Building. When they come back, they'll be treated to a nice performance and some socially distanced games for the kiddos too. So it's going to be a great opportunity for the families to get right out onto Center Street, walk all the way up, come right back down, and also get some performances from the Salem Sisters.
Well, we thank you for doing something like that for, this weekend. I know it's changed a lot. The things have changed a lot for kids this year. And so for the village to be able to do this, the recreation department to coordinate this, it's going to be a treat for those kids. So about a half hour, you said it takes for a family to be able to go through and find those things on the scavenger hunt.
Exactly. And so it's no secret here. Our scavenger sites are going to be inflatables. So we have all kinds of Halloween themed inflatables that will be strategically placed on Center Street, all up and down. My wife and daughter and I already did the walking tour of where those locations will be. So we paced it at about half an hour. And so we coordinated with the Lewiston Police Department as well, so that they'll be situated at the 2 sites where families should cross Center Street. And that way we have the police who will be able to assist those families crossing Center Street in a safe fashion. So those 2 sites will be at 4th and Center, and then at Portage and Center as well. So we'll have police officers at both locations there.
Excellent. Hopefully we'll have a nice supply of pumpkins that people can look at during the park and then come back maybe a little bit later at night to see them lit up. So that's just one of the events that you were able to come up with for this weekend. What else is going on with the Village Recreation Department? I know you've been able to modify and do a few different programs, maybe just a little differently than what you've done in the past.
Absolutely. And a part of, our new normal here, with all the regulations that we have is pre-registration. in the past, there were some programs that we do pre-registration, other events where folks could just come in and attend. Pre-registration is critical for all of our events at this point, just for contact tracing purposes, and we want to make sure that we have enough space both inside our facility and outside of our facility to accommodate the appropriate amount of people coming in for those events. So a few programs that we were able to continue on include our fitness center, which is free of charge to the community. You just have to go onto our website and register for the time slots that we have available, and that's how we were able to ensure that we only have the number of individuals who are allowed into our facility at a time. We have time slots that you can register for to utilize that facility. We are continuing on with our art programs, although at a limited capacity. So if we have families who are interested in our children's art program, we register fresh each month, so that way we can get multiple families into our programs. We have programs on Tuesdays and Thursdays for kids art, and we have adult art on Thursday evenings. That program is full for the fall semester here, but we will open that back up in January again for the adult program. We do host craft events as well, which we can do on a smaller scale. But the nice thing is, if we do get a lot of participants that sign up, we do have the gymnasium that we're able to open it up and get a few more participants in. But as you can imagine, we have a lot more people asking to utilize our facility, such as the Village Board, so that they can host people in person for the Village Board events. So we have a little bit more limited access to our gymnasium because it is being utilized by the Village in other facets as well.
Yeah, I know there have been several different meetings that have taken place in the gymnasium because it's a nice, large, open area, and some of our meetings have had to be able to accommodate a larger number. So I know we appreciate everybody's had to move around a little bit and make a little bit of changes here and there.
Everybody's chipping in, so it's a good thing.
Yes, definitely. So when somebody comes in to use the recreation department facilities, such as the gym, and arranges their times, what are the sanitation protocols? What are the, do you wear a mask inside while you're at the gym? What are some of the steps, just so you can let everyone know? Yeah,
great questions. And this is really, sanitation has been a key to us throughout our history, just because we have so many people that come into our facility. So what we have is anybody who enters our facility is required to wear a mask. So participants, do have to have a face mask when they enter the facility and throughout the time that they are there. And so with regards to sanitation procedures, we have our recreation staff who has been trained in sanitizing all surfaces between users. So for example, our fitness center, we have a schedule by which our staff goes in. After each segment of users that utilize the facility, they wipe down every surface, and we actually have a checklist, and that each recreation staff has to check off that they've done that to ensure that we have sanitation for all users.
Sure. Yeah, definitely. That's important. I know that my niece and nephew have stopped in on Tuesdays, registered, and made these really great foam crafts. They are adorable. They're a little bit younger, but they enjoy doing that. So, some great programs, and you can still register. What's the best way to register for the programs and the events coming up? Is it by email, by phone call, stopping in? What would you suggest?
The best way is to locate us on our website, villageoflewiston.net, and we're the Recreation Center tab there. All of our registration links are listed right on the website there. We do promote our programs via social media, Facebook, Instagram, as well as Twitter. We do coordinate with the Lewiston Sentinel, but Tribune Sentinel. I know it has a new name. Yeah, I'm trying to get it used to that. But we utilize our local papers to get our information out as well.
Sure, definitely. Well, thank you for joining us. It's a great thing to have this weekend. That's tomorrow, Saturday. You may see a ton of kids going around up and down Center Street in staggered times. You may even see a few witches walking down the street or performing, or catch them somewhere throughout the village. So we're excited to see, that happening tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining us today. We wish you the best of luck tomorrow. I know the weather's going to be, I think, a little bit nicer than what it was today.
Like I said, we can deal with cold as long as it's not wet.
Yeah, I have to say, I walked out. I had to take something to the post office. I opened the door. I said, I think I see snowflakes. They were very tiny, but they happened today. They were here in the Village of
Snow of the season.
Unfortunately, we're holding out, but of course, end of October for snowflakes for here. Well, thank you for joining us today. We hope everyone has a great weekend. Next Friday at 1:30, we have Kim from Magnum Opus Massage Therapy. She will be joining us at 1:30. And we just realized today that will be our 50th episode.
Wow.
Everyone's been hanging on with us for 50 episodes already. I can't believe
picking
it.
us up.
I know, it's crazy. Well, not yet, but maybe by Friday, or maybe we might even have a sponsor by then too. Who knows? But thank you for joining us, and we hope everyone has a great weekend.